I would like to welcome in Oakland's Mayor Barbara Lee. Mayor Lee, thank you so much for giving us your time today. So we just heard from you there in that clip. That was 4 days ago. We do see what's happening there in D.C. We do know now that this handful of Republican-led states are offering up National Guard troops to be deployed there, possibly to be armed. Do you think there is a real possibility the president could send troops to Oakland?
Thanks for having me with you, Nichole. You know, he has trashed Oakland like he has trashed other cities. And so we take him seriously. However, the truth is our crime rate is coming down. You know the numbers. We have 28% overall reduction in crime. Homicides are down 24%. Overall robberies and burglaries down 46%. Do we have more work to do? Absolutely, yes. But why would he withdraw federal funding, for example, from cities like Oakland for violence prevention? We have a very strategic public safety plan that's working. We work with our police department. We have the Department of Violence Prevention and Ceasefire, and our crime rates are coming down, and we are working very diligently with all of our allies on that. And so this doesn't make any sense. It's fear mongering. He's trying to distract from his difficulties that he is having. And in fact, it's unconstitutional. Militarizing a city, trying to come in and occupy a city has no constitutional basis. So we're working with our attorneys to make sure that we're prepared. Of course, we have a large immigrant community, and our immigrants are terrified. ICE is really part of this strategy that he has in terms of deportation of immigrants. And so we're ready. But we hope that reason prevails, of course, Nichole, and we hope that he does what's right, and that's partner with us to make sure that we have and actually stop disinvesting in healthcare and housing and jobs and violence prevention efforts, and help us as a good partner to invest federal resources in our overall crime prevention efforts, which are working.
Yeah, and we did see, earlier this summer, Mayor, when the president did send troops to California, that time in Southern California, in LA. So we know it certainly can happen. All right, so this next question, I know a lot of viewers hate to hear it. They hate when race is brought up. However, it's important to talk about this because you've suggested that the president is focusing on cities with large Black and brown populations, many of which are led by Black mayors. Talk more about that.
I think the facts speak for themselves. And in fact, that's true. That's accurate. Why is he doing this? These are dog whistles. Now, having said that, it's important that our allies understand that we want to work with them to make sure that all of us speak out. All of us work together to resist what he is doing, because occupation and militarizing cities with Black and brown populations could be provocative, could raise a lot of fear. And that permeates the entire city, wherever you live and whoever you are. And so, yes, these dog whistles was what is implied in terms of his views of Black and brown people and of cities headed by Black mayors. That's a fact. You can't deny that. And we have to be realistic about that and work to make sure that everyone knows that these cities are fighting to make sure everyone is protected and everyone has access to housing and health care and jobs and workforce training, reducing poverty. I mean, this is all hands on deck for everyone. And so for him to trash cities like Oakland, for him to not even understand what we're doing here, for him to have us on the radar of what he is looking at, not knowing and nor understanding Oakland at all, is just totally wrong. And everyone in our city understands that he's totally wrong. And quite frankly, this is very unifying. And it's an unfortunate way to unify the city, who may have different points of views on different political issues. But I think for the most part, the majority of people in Oakland understand that this is a distraction. It's he's trying to provoke a response, but also it's fear mongering, and it is wrong.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.